So what's the difference been with the Cincinnati Bengals in 2021, who are in first place as of our making this video? I mean, Joe Burrow being healthy, of course, that goes without saying. You need to have your starting quarterback. The defense has been better. They legitimately have a pass rush now. I will contend that JaMarr Chase is really the X factor. Quite literally, he's the difference in what I see from the Bengals offense. We'll take a look both at his skills, and then we'll also talk about the ways in which his presence has changed the offense beyond just his own numbers. Let's start. It has been an outstanding beginning to Chase's rookie season. You're not going to say that 5 catches per game is incredible. There's definitely room there for other players to get work done, but Chase has just made so many big plays. 13 plays where he gained at least 20 yards and 9 catches of at least 20 air yards, which basically puts him exactly in Cooper Kupp's world in terms of big plays. JaMarr Chase has been a big play machine. Let's talk about why. Well, first of all, he's fast. Duh, he's fast. We'll never know what Chase would have run at his combine. There's nothing fancy on this week 1 go route. Bashaud Breeland just either doesn't believe that JaMarr Chase is that fast or else doesn't believe that Joe Burrow will take that shot. And in both cases, he is really, really wrong. This one from a couple weeks ago, you'll see. First, going to take note of the alignment. Chase is the split end. We're going to talk more about that later. He's alone in a 2-by-1 formation. Nothing fancy here either. Chase's release doesn't really fool the defender, Jerry Jacobs. JaMarr Chase is just faster. You can see he's even, and then in those final few strides, he's leaving for a long gain. Just this past week, an 82-yard touchdown. See again, he's the split end, alone on the offensive right side. This is going to be a simple slant. He's strong to fight through a grab by the corner. It's going to be a relatively easy short gain once he makes that move, but let him get away like this, and ruh-roh, he is a fast human being, and this kind of play has been on the table for about 2 months. Now, what did we hear about Chase all preseason? Oh no, he drops everything. He can't see the ball without the white stripes the college ball has. Oh no. And yeah, he has a couple of drops, though. The second of these, I think it's a little harsh. They scored this a drop. It's thrown high and hard and winds up going through his hands. And I would be glad to show you more regular season drops, but that's it. 2 in 7 games on 51 targets. And let's look at his hands otherwise. A great release on this one to get open for this slant. Thrown a little high again. Would the official scorer have called this one a drop too? We'll never know because Chase somehow catches it on the way down. He has just been awesome. If the ball's been near him, he catches it, and with great timing and coordination. This one is probably less about hands and more about feet and just overall body coordination, but it all works together for this toe tapper. And this one in overtime against the Packers, wow. It's a back shoulder throw. You can just see that Chase already looks like an old pro with that body control, but it turns out he realizes, oh boy, this throw is too high again, and he goes and he gets it anyway, and that is one hell of a toe tapper. And Chase's routes are good. I'm not going to say best in the league. I'll pick out a few from this past Ravens game. 4th down here, Chase is the X on the offensive left side. 4th and 1. This plays for him. He has to get open or the Bengals lose the ball. And he'll wind up running a comebacker. The protection is very good. That's important. But look at Chase lose Jimmy Smith and create all that separation. Later on, offensive left side, you get the stagger release, like, ho-hum, I'm not doing anything here. I'm just running half speed. And then there's that back shoulder body control again. When the ball's accurate, that's just undefendable. Marlon Humphrey has no chance. And then watch the release on this one up at the top. Hesitate, wait for Humphrey to reach out, and then accelerate so hard from a dead stop that Humphrey almost entirely whiffs. And Chase is off, and he's got inside position. He keeps Humphrey on his hip. He cuts to the cross, and he is away. And again, you see the speed. Now, I'm not saying he's out there like Stephon Diggs running hyper-precise multi-cut routes. Not yet. But he's got the makings of a good route runner for sure. Hey, a quick break to thank DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring an official betting partner of the NFL. If you live in one of those lucky states where Sportsbook is allowed, they've got a great promotion. Make a money line bet of $5 on any game this week, and if you win, if the team that you back wins straight up, you'll get $200 in free bets. And even if you don't live in one of the Magic states, you can always play DFS. Download the DraftKings app, use the code HarrisTube. That'll give you a free entry into a DFS contest. It'll also entitle you to make that bet of $5, a money line bet, if you win $200 in free bets. Only from DraftKings Sportsbook, an official betting partner of the NFL. Make sure when you download that app, use that promo code HarrisTube. So JaMarr Chase is good, and he does good things on the field. We've shown you a sample. Is he going to be this good for fantasy for the entire season? I mean, it's hard with 5 catches a game to imagine that's going to be this good, although I probably would just hold on and ride it for as long as it lasts, the big plays and such. But I think we should just talk about the effect that it has on the rest of the Cincinnati offense, because it's a pretty darn big effect. It's a big difference from 2020. I'm going to give you a few examples of what happens when defenses telegraph that they're single covering JaMarr Chase. This is week 3. The Steelers had not yet learned this is a very bad idea. You'll eventually see the strong safety will climb down into the box, and that'll leave the free safety on the other side of the field. That was a bad idea in this 2-minute drill at the end of the half, because Burrow is going to take that shot, and Chase gave a little move to the inside and then just ran a lot faster than James Pierre. Man on man against James Pierre. My money and the Bengals' money is on Chase. So this one against the Packers will wind up getting knocked away by first-round rookie Eric Stokes. But what I want you to pay attention to is pre-snap, these 2 Green Bay safeties are way down close. If the plan was to keep someone back there and guard against JaMarr Chase running free, they would not be that far down. And at the snap, you'll see they don't move. And that's how Joe Burrow knows that he's got singled up on the outside. And that is a green light. And you'll see Chase throws up his arm like, are they serious? And in fact, Stokes makes a great play. He comes from behind, he knocks it away. But this is the Bengals' mindset. Single up our X, and often you will get a deep shot taken your way. In this one, coming out right after halftime, Chase is on the offensive left side. The Jaguars have 2 safeties back, but you can see the safety closest to Chase, Rayshon Jenkins, well, he's cheating closer to the line too, giving Chase a singled up look. And there's a moment when Jenkins sees Burrow's eyes, and you can see like, oh, whoops, you're not going to throw it to the check down here, are you? You're going to throw it to that number 1 guy on the outside, but it is too late. Take the shot, and Chase is going to separate. He's just faster than Tyson Campbell and makes a big play. As you've seen, JaMarr Chase has come into the league as an offensive coordinator's dream. He's mostly right away been a pure split end, your X receiver capable of taking on a single defensive back and flat out roasting him with speed and hands and a little bit of technical proficiency. He hasn't been used that much out of the slot, and rightly so. He's incredibly valuable as an outside receiver for obvious reasons, but also maybe some non-obvious reasons as well. Why are the flats so open so often right now for the Bengals? Because here's Chase way on the offensive left side, and here's a corner over him, and here's a deep safety shaded his way. If we let it run and then freeze it when Burrow hits his back foot, you'll see it's a whole lot of man coverage on the side opposite Chase, which means a little smash route combo on that other side is wide open for CJ Uzomah. This one, Chase is by himself on the offensive left side, and the Ravens begin the play in a 2-deep shell with 6 potential rushers up on the line, and it'll turn out that they're all coming. It's a blitz. It'll also turn out that this transforms into a single safety look because at the snap, Deshaun Elliott dives down to provide inside support and essentially double-team Chase. It's great blocking by the Bengals. They pick it up, and it lets Burrow take advantage of man coverage on T. Higgins. On this one, Chase is in trips to the left, uncommon for him, and I think the Steelers' spidey sense is tingling at the snap. The Steelers back out into zone, which should leave number 20, Cameron Sutton, to cover the flat, but despite the fact that he's got the deep safety help over the top in the zone, he turns and runs with Chase because getting beaten by Tyler Boyd for an underneath route 7 yards is better than giving up another long touchdown. And I'm not going to show you a million of these, but it should almost go without saying, a functional and scary pass attack benefits the running game too. The Lions mostly played 2 deep in week 6, but here they're in a single high safety, comically high. This is the first play of the second half. You'd think it was a Hail Mary at halftime. That safety shaded Chase's way, winds up being in no kind of position to come up and do anything about Joe Mixon running for 14 yards. So I'm not trying to tell you JaMarr Chase is always double teamed. I'm also not trying to tell you that every time he's singled up, no matter what, they always throw it his way. Neither of those things are true, but I would say there's some truth to the idea that defenses are channeling resources Chase's way. Is an 1,800-yard season for a rookie receiver likely to happen, even if that is the pace that he's on? I'm going to say no, especially given the number of targets that he gets. He's 5 catches a week. Really isn't all that many catches. But he's going to keep making big plays, and maybe more importantly, for Bengals purposes, he's going to keep influencing the way defenses play them. And listen, having Joe Burrow healthy, of course, that's the biggest difference. But if I'm just looking at the difference between the Bengals in 2020 when Burrow was healthy and the offense now, the difference to me is JaMarr Chase.
Thanks so much for watching. Please, please, please smash that like button, write a comment, tell us who else you'd like to see us review film on, and of course, best of all, please subscribe to our channel and then click that little bell above the subscribe button and you'll be notified whenever we post a new video.